go ahead and give everybody like a definition of hanking. In Dayton, people selling drugs, they called it hanking. If a nigga was selling a lot of dope, they like, what I'm saying, I'm hanking.
Yeah.
So what I did it took and put a positive spin to it, So I took the word hanking and I made it stand for when you can supply the demand and consistently turn a profit.
This is a certified hood classic.
We've been had money. Money ain't nothing without us being together. It don't make no difference if you the maid or if you the motherfucking bodyguard. Everybody get extras around here, fringe benefits. Everybody travel from place to place and kick it with each other, and every place is like home.
Watch out, got that sauce.
Let's get it.
Welcome to my city, Westwood, they know Ohio. Midwest players and hustlers, check the bio. They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it. I'm in love with the game. Run, Hopper, Norris, Cole. Ohio player self-made. Jam City, we on gold. M-double-G, yeah, money go killer. Real niggas bout that life. Niggas can't up with
They
us.
call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it. They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it.
Salute to all the hustle, Jay, Charlie, Bugs, and Round, Keith, Denny, Bert, Earl, the D-boys in the alleys, Chino and Lil J, J, Mac and Carleon, Skang, Key and Diamond Cut, DBM, you know we own. I used to cook the D, I did corn, shoot the 3, when he played for the Heats, then I flooded the streets. Hustle gang, that's my squad, that's my motherfucking team, just might be your worst nightmare or sell you a dream. We all about the money, up the system, they corrupt, ain't no credit, straight cash,
So I got my hustle up. They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it. They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it.
Matter of fact, after you leave here, you end up getting your teeth on something and coming up with something better. You know what I'm saying? Like a new car, new house, maybe kids get to go to school, private school, paid for, courtesy of the mom. You know what I'm saying? We pay. You know, that's simple. A lot of niggas don't like to spend their money. We love to spend our money. We can't take none of this shit with us. None. Ain't no armored trucks pulling up at no funeral. Simple.
My boy Hankin TV, that's my dog. He gonna be on the channel real soon. I think tomorrow, man. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Hankin TV, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's my boy. He put dope content over there.
What's up? What's up? What's up with it? Drop them ones in the chat. Let me know y'all can hear me. Let me know my mic working. We got a dope interview today, man. Like I was telling him, it's a lot of new people. It's a lot of new people. It's a lot of new sectors starting, a lot of new channels starting, and there's some people who don't know the story. You know what I'm saying? They don't know where certain stuff started at. It been bits and pieces of story told, and people want the whole story. I think people they want to know. They want to know the whole story. The blanks need to be filled in. So I felt like that I would try to provide that for y'all. I got that guy T3 the polar bear in the house today, man.
What's up, man?
What's up with it?
Chilling. What's up, man?
Man, I can't call it so. I'm gonna cut my camera off too, so it don't seem awkward. So boom, T3 the polar bear. You've been popping out lately. You have been doing some lives. You have been doing some uploads and stuff. I was tapping in with you, checking you out. I hadn't seen you in a while. And we had certain people giving their sides of the story, saying how they felt. But I think the people deserve to hear from the polar bear mouth themselves, man. So tell the people who don't know who you are. 'Cause I got a lot of new people. I got a lot of new people that be following me.
Well, I'm T3 the polar bear. The head of or the originator of what you would think would be the Mo3 sector. Everybody who's considered up under there, they came from the shows that I used to put together because you know, everybody was new back then. Nobody had been, you know, nobody had done this before. So you know, we just go live, and you know, it's a big community, and we just have a good time, man. As time went, you know, things started to change, and new people started to come, and people started doing things that I wasn't okay with, you know. And you know, it's just about the in a nutshell.
Right. Okay. Well, how did you start your channel?
Well, I started my channel just dropping content that I cared about. So I would talk about rappers. I would tell stories about how I felt rappers' careers were going from like back in the day. So like Jeezy, uh, Boosie, Ti. You know, I would just make these longer videos, and I would just sit there and just talk. Started like that. Then it came to the point to where I got better. I got better with um making content. So I actually learned how to put videos in my video. And after that, I just started making them little documentaries because I didn't know how to put a video in a video. Um, Probably not until like a couple months into my YouTube career. But once I figured that out, then I started making, you know, the longer documentaries. So I would do the Pimp C, you know, Who Killed Pimp C documentaries. I would do Story Time with Polar, which is where I would tell a story about um you know, something that probably happened a while ago, but just revamping it or whatever and putting the video with it. That's pretty much how I got started. You know, I damn sure wasn't doing this. I wasn't doing live streams. I know that.
Right. Shout out Kim the artist for the 9.99 super chat. So boom, you uploading the videos, you telling the stories, you getting your skills together. So when did the live start?
That started like probably 2 years in, maybe like a year and a half, 2 years in. Um, you know what? So I was covering the Mo3 case. Uh, and eventually people were like, just go live, just go live, just go live. But I had a real bad speech. I had a real bad speech problem to where, you know, I would stutter, 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 stutter like really bad. And I would always say, I want to go live, but you know, I'm gonna be up there stuttering and stuttering and stuttering. So I planned it with everybody. I said, look, I'm gonna go live in like March. You know, I put like a 6-month window of just going before I went live. And eventually I just went live, and it went good as hell. But I it went good as hell, but I did have a really bad speech problem, which kept me from going live at first, man. Honestly.
So would you say starting to go live, communicating with the people helped you with your speech?
Yep.
That's
Yep.
dope. That's
Hell
dope.
yeah, it did. Anybody who was around then, you know, it was, yeah, I was stuttering Stanley up there. But I always said I'm gonna figure it out. And I did. And man, it just took off, and it was really, really good, man.
So when you first came in, you said you had a speech problem. So you came in with the mask originally?
Yeah, I came in doing live streams with the mask. Yeah.
And I'm assuming you covered your face up. Was it to create mystery, or you really didn't want to expose your face due to your stuttering?
Nah, it was to create mystery because at that time, people were, because this is when Mo3 was, you know, he had first passed or whatever. So people were acting like they were hunting the bloggers down. So when I went live, I just played into it and put the mask on. But you know what? The mask really, the mask was legendary. I think the mask is what really got me hot. But eventually I got to the point to where I got comfortable enough that, man, I'm just gonna take all this shit off and just go.
It was definitely legendary. So, was you the first person going live on it?
No, the first person to go live, was Ratchet and Sco, because MHB's not really Mo 3 sector, because MHB was already going live and doing his shit way before all of us even thought about doing that shit. So I would say Ratchet. And Sco went live before me. So they were the first ones to do it. They used to have a show called the late night show or after hour show, some stuff like that. So they were the first ones to do it.
And that been like kind of a big part of the controversy been going around. It kind of like had a lot of people confused who wasn't around. I think it really don't really make a difference who was first. Everybody played their part. Yesterday, so Player uploaded a video with a timestamp on it. It was November the 18th, 2020. He said he was the first person to go live on it. Also, we just getting the timeline together. This ain't to call nobody no liar, to start no controversy. Everybody know I don't do the controversy. But he said the War in Dallas video that you did. He said you had used clips from his video, which proved he was the first one.
Who, MHB said that?
No, So Player.
Nah, So Player wasn't. So Player didn't do what we do. You know, So Player would interview people. So Player would, you know, he was more of an interviewer, trying to put artists on in Dallas. And I mean, maybe he might have got on there and said something one time or whatever, but and I used a clip of something he uploaded, but I don't think that he was going live doing what we were doing. He didn't even have a crew like that at that time. He was just on his own little shit over there.
Okay. So boom, you go live. It start picking up. So once it start picking up, because you put it together, you had the Polar Gang. So how did you start formulating your plan? What you was gonna do, or was you just going with the flow?
Man, I really didn't have a plan. Because we were the first ones to do it. So it was like, you know, we were the Indians going over the hill. So, you know, all the mistakes that could be made, we made them. We didn't know. So I didn't have no plan. I was just getting up and doing whatever my brain told me to do.
So you said it was Ratchet and Skull, and then it was you.
Ratchet and Skull had theirs, and then, you know, mine's followed shortly after that. But, you know, they definitely did, because I don't think I was going live yet.
Y'all going live. I'm basically breaking down the Mo 3 case. You said you had the mask on due to, they say, was hunting down the bloggers, and you wanted to create mystery. So y'all was basically just going live talking about the Mo 3 case.
Yeah, but I stopped covering the Mo 3 case, and I just started focusing on having conversations with my followers, start having real life conversations and debates with my followers. So Sco and them, I mean, Ratchet and them kept covering the case. You know, they kept making shit up every night. Look, you know what I'm saying? It's only so much that you can cover with the shit.
Right.
I mean, them niggas ain't no fucking detectives. And integrity wise, I just felt it was better for me to just stop covering it, because I'm basically like regurgitating and, you know what I'm saying, respinning this wheel over and over and over again. And I didn't want my following to start looking at me like I was, like, you know what I'm saying, like I was roaching, or like you know what know what I'm saying, just being a mark, making up shit about Mo3, because only so much that you can say. So I went on ahead and just started doing real life topics, and and talking about stuff that you need to have some intelligence to have some feedback on. And it took off for me, but they kept covering the story. And then once the next rapper died, who was, let me think about that. The next rapper who died was was Young Dolph. And those guys went from doing all that fake stuff with Mo3 to they just jumped on right on with Dolph, did the same thing. And then another rapper died and they did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They just kept repeating that cycle. But I didn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was smarter than that. I knew that I could build a relationship with the people who fuck with me, and we was good, man.
Right. So it was Ratchet, Skull, you. We said so. Player came in there somewhere. When did Duke come in?
I think Duke was always there, but so me and a lot of those guys weren't cool at that time. We weren't cool. So me and Duke definitely weren't cool at that time, because when I was doing the war in Dallas, Duke was having his team strike the channel and strike my videos and stuff, just because I was using, piecing little information from here and there. And I used some shit off his page one time, and that nigga tried to crash my whole channel over his shit versus just reaching out to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So me and Duke wasn't cool for a long time. So at that time, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
So by y'all not being cool, do you think when it was first starting off, people was looking at it as a competition thing?
Yeah. I think everybody wanted to be the guy when it came to the Mo3 thing. I think everybody wanted to be the guy who broke the information. I was never the guy who broke the information. I never came on here acting like I was just breaking some kind of new information that ain't nobody heard. No,
Right.
none of that. I was just basically making it make sense, but I wasn't on the clout chasing end. I was never running to be the first one to, y'all, this is what I found out. You know what I'm saying? I was never that person. I just took the interviews that Mo3 did and make them make sense to you, and make you understand, okay, this is what he's talking about. And when he says this, these are niggas he's going at. Y'all was doing shit like that. But I was never investigating to try to break the case. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So when you fell back off the Mo3 content, because like you say, there's only so much you can do and start having the conversations. When did the scratching start? When did how did the scratching come about?
It started from subscribers. All right, so hold on. So trolling. So the scratching and the trolling, it originates from me starting live streams talking about how ridiculous MHB or Ratchet sounded that night or the night before, their content. And when I would put it on the table, we would just go nuts about that and just talk shit and have fun, go back and forth and talk about how ridiculous it is. So eventually, because I spent so much time on here that you gotta have more to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about these marathon live streams and shit like that, I was doing that first. The niggas who somebody who sit on here for 8 to 10 hours and just go nuts, I was doing that first. Okay. Was doing that. But the scratching and shit started once subscribers started trying to prove to other subscribers that they were smarter than them, because we would do like an intellectual topic, put it on the table, and people would come and give their opinion on it. And if somebody felt like your opinion was off or what you answer you was giving was wrong, then they would hit the panel. That they would be coming on the chat to get it right. And niggas just start scratching with each other. They just start talking shit to each other and trying to get it right. So that's where that's where that started, the scratching and stuff.
Right. So I know back then, starting off, a person never would have thought that it would became what it is today. So while I was growing, building momentum, you see the Polar Gang going up. You getting into with other bloggers. How was you feeling?
It didn't matter to me. I had to be the wildest dude on here. I had the wildest channel on here, and I was the wildest dude on here. Like the person you talking to now I'm nothing like I was 2 years ago, 3 years ago when it first started. Man, I didn't care. I didn't care. I didn't care because I had my own crew. They're loving what we're doing, and man, I was a different guy then. So, I really wasn't feeling nothing, man. I was just having fun, man. Just getting it off every day.
So another thing that kind of started taking off, the emojis. Who you think started the emojis?
You mean like the symbols?
Yeah, the emojis like the polar symbol, the ratchet devil, the skull sign.
The first person to actively use them it was probably me. I had I used to have the ice cubes before the little blue face things, before the blue man, the ice man heads.
Right.
I used to have the ice cubes for mine, and um, I was cool with Ratchet at that time, and this is before Ratchet did his little stuff. I used to try to get him to use the toolbox, but he ended up using that little purple demon head or whatever.
Right.
And I don't think MHB had nothing. I don't think he had no symbol. So yeah, it had to have been me.
So you said that at that time you said you was cool with Ratchet. So how did y'all fall out?
We were chopping it up as homeboys, and I ended up sending him what? So we were talking about messing with women. So I sent him a video, well, not a video, but a picture of a white woman bent over, bent over. I think she was giving me head or whatever, but you couldn't see me. You could only see her, right? I I sent it to him, and he just to show him, saying, like, these are the kind of women that I sleep with or whatever.
Right.
And he ended up going on a campaign of calling me, like I sent him some kind of weird homosexual photo. He was like, why would a nigga send a video of a chick topping him off? And I was like, I didn't send you a picture of a dude topping you off. I mean, topping me off. A picture of a chick topping me off. What I sent you was the backside of the bitch's say her backside, her her private parts and stuff. And he just went on some kind of little rant, like I just sent him some kind of weird ass homosexual video, and that's about where we fell out.
Right. I just ran across a comment. I forgot. Miss Lowdown. Where did Miss Lowdown come in at?
Okay. I brought Miss Lowdown in. Miss Lowdown was doing. She was doing. I think she was covering Mo3 too, but her channel wasn't really getting no traction. So I reached out to her and told her, "Hey, I'm gonna start putting you in a war in Dallas." She said, "Okay, cool." Because she would have a segment on every episode, but the way it was rolled out was like I made her seem like she was just impeccable. You know, I made her sound like she just was on top of everything and she knew everything. And channel, her channel took off because of that. So I would take like a 5-minute clip, you know, 3, 4, 5-minute clip of her talking about Mo3 or whatever little shit she's telling, put in there, and that's how she took off. But I can't tell you how I found her. I really can't.
So that's the first. Is that the
Yeah,
first?
that's
That's the first content creator you ever collab with.
nah. I would say I didn't. I think everybody was all at once. Um, I think everybody was all at once. So I was using some of MHB's audio. I used some of hers. Then I sprinkle in a chunk or two some Mo3 interviews. You know, pick and choose what little chunks I'm gonna use, and then outside of that, I just mix my own little commentary in there with it, so it turns into like a whole, a whole little 30-minute episode.
Right. When I say collab, I mean like actively tell the person like, boom, look, we're gonna do this together.
No, I don't think I've ever done that with a content creator. See, that's what I'm saying. Like everything with me is either me or my subscribers.
Right. Okay.
This whole way, it's either been all me, my idea, or utilizing my subscribers who want to help me as well. Like I've never done nothing with another blogger. I don't think I have.
Okay. So another discrepancy that have been about that a lot of the people don't know and wondering about certain people have been said to have branched off from you. So when did they when did they become part of it? Because they say everybody, if not everybody, a lot of people come from Polar. So when did you start meeting people who, I'm gonna just say, became part of your team? Not the subscribers, the ones that broke off and started their own channels.
That was once I started going live. Once I started going live, because at that time, I I could do anything that I wanted on my platform. I could do anything. So sometimes I would I would schedule a live stream and really don't have no intention of even starting it or even doing it. But I knew as long as I just posted it, that they would get in there and just talk with each other. Without, I wouldn't even have to start the live. They would just be in the chat. You know, when a live's about to start, you can kind of just click on the video and go in there and type and shit, right? So I would just set up the live, and they would just, I knew that they would just be in there talking with each other, for hours. You know what I'm saying? Hours and hours and hours just talking with each other, because that's our crew. You know what I'm saying? And it's a bunch of smart people. So man, I have an extremely unique crowd. Extremely unique, and I just knew I could do anything I wanted. So so they started because I think people were mad at the fact that that I was doing stuff like that. I think people were mad because they want to go live. You know what I'm saying? They want their own stuff. They want their own platform. They're sitting back looking like, man, this nigga, you know what I'm saying? This nigga that started the live. It's hundreds of people in here and ain't nobody mad that he ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? No, so nobody would even get mad. You know what I'm saying? Nobody would even get mad at the fact that I wasn't even gonna come on, because they were having enough fun right there just typing with each other. You know what I'm saying? But eventually Mahaya, I don't know where your questions are going, but eventually Mahaya came up with the idea of I wanna give y'all somewhere to go while we wait for Polar. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
While y'all waiting for Polar, I'm just give y'all somewhere to go. And he started his page and did his thing. And then once I woke up and niggas start telling me, it turned into, well, for me, it turned into hate. Like, tell him now he can't do it. Like, nah, you can't do that. And risk people questioning whether or not I'm hating, whatever I like to say, niggas hating, or just get behind it and just and just let it go.
Right. The directions of the questions, we gonna tell the story, but at the same time, I mean, I really don't care. But at the same time, I'm showing the people that I ain't trying to be messy. We eventually was gonna have to put some names on it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really trying to show people my intentions ain't to be come out here and be messy. We telling the story, but we eventually was gonna have to put some names on it. You know, 'cause like I say, it's a lot of people in here who know what's going on or knew what happened, and there's a lot of people who don't. You know, that been a lot of the main controversy and had some of the people who don't know confused about people took Polar style, niggas started the channel. Like you said, you wasn't coming, so people want to provide a place for other people to go. You know what I'm saying? There's so many words you say, kind of waiting for you to fumble the ball.
And I mean, you're not really supposed to do that. I mean, you're not supposed to go to somebody else's channel and just decide that you just gonna set up a goddamn organization within another man's organization. You know, you're not supposed to do that. But you know, at that time, man, things were going so fast, and you know, I really just didn't care.
But at that
But
time, wasn't y'all a team?
yeah, I guess you can say we were a team because Mahaya would hit the panel. He would hit the panel and chop it up. Um, he, you know, he would give us commentary, give us bars, and so you know, he was definitely doing his part on the panel. I ain't gonna lie about that, but me and him never spoke about him starting a channel to, I guess, give some relief to the crowd or whatever. We never spoke about that. We never did. So, you know, it was kind of distasteful in my eyes, you know, because there's something you talk. It's like me coming over here and making a decision on your channel without speaking to you. But the way we were interacting with each other, it was so easy to do because everybody loved Mahaya just like they loved me. You know, we all loved each other. We all loved seeing and hearing from each other at the same level. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So before people broke off and started their own channels, was it any um fallouts or any signs or anything? It just happened like when you stopped going live, or was it already like some stuff brewing?
Between me and them,
Yeah.
nah, it started once they got their channels and you know they got their own, you know, they got people around them will make them do stuff. So you know, you start getting on these panels, you got, you know, you got a decent crowd, you're gonna have some people hitting you up, telling you, you know what I'm saying, what they think you should do.
Right.
So you know, that's basically what happened with that. I mean, they got the people over there in their ear telling them how big of a boss they can be and you know how far they can go with it and stuff like that. So sometimes it make you think that you don't, you know what I'm saying, you don't need nobody. You know what I'm saying? You don't need nobody else.
Can you recall where the Mo 3 sector where the name came from?
Nah. Mm-mm. I didn't come up with the name. I for sure didn't. I think you know, I think it came somewhere over there with Max. It's a girl named Max, Maxine, Max Boogie. I think it came from like some kind of way from like somewhere over there. Um, Probably room shaker, fat ass, and all that shit over there. But I know I didn't. I know I didn't. I didn't come up with that.
Okay, so then it went from the Mo 3 sector, and then I guess when people broke off and started their channels, they said the Mo 3 troll beef sector, which they added
Yeah,
the Mo 3 sector with the trolling and beefing.
yeah. That's corny, but that's way after me. You know, once they start Mo 3 troll beef sector, you know, you know, I'd already pulled out the reins a little bit. You know, I kind of pulled back on the throttle by that point. So troll beef sector, all that old stuff. You know, I don't. You know, I'm not sure what those guys are doing.
So when other people when they started their channels, did y'all run into controversies like going live at the same time, people going live on top of you, knowing what time you usually go live, or was it like a schedule?
Now people was just pummeling on top of each other. Uh, we used to have people who would go live while you live and live stream your live over there and try to have camp set up on their page to watch your live from afar, but not come to your live. You know, that's when I was, you know, that was something we had to deal with early. You know, we used to have some really nasty people. But one thing I will say is it was never a situation to where you feel like you was gonna lose your YouTube channel. It's never a situation where you feel like you might lose monetization. You know, you just got nasty people who are just fucking with you and trying to bring your numbers down for no reason. You know, that's mainly what we had. But I think today they're like battling with trying to, you know, people setting up camps to take your whole page down and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we dealt with that with people like I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you a name as a prime example. There used to be a girl around here. Her name is Shay. I think her name is Shay. Yeah, Shay. And she was one of the people who would be at the forefront of like streaming your shit for a bunch of weirdos on her page, but not coming to your shit. I think her name was Shay. She was like one of the first ones doing that. Then there was a girl named Erica Kelly. She would do that dumbass shit. Um, uh, you know, and and they practiced that shit. Like that was their job. It's like they didn't have no other purpose on YouTube but to like fuck you up and like fuck your numbers up and stuff. But there's people like her today, you know, like they losing their channels and stuff, man. I would- I would hate to be starting up right now. I'd hate to be new. I'd hate to be new and try to be starting up in this shit. Cause this ain't how it is now is not how it was for us. Like it wasn't. People actually had respect. People actually, you know, wanted to be a part of something. You know, not everybody wanted to just be off on their own and be on their channel, have some, you know, clout chase for 6 months, and then try to run off to your own page. And then when your page don't work or your page don't do what you think it should, then you gotta come, you gotta come back to where you ran off from, and then and then you just got a nasty disposition. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Not everybody's meant to have a YouTube page. Not everybody's meant to have that. Some people are meant to just be in the chat. Some people are meant to just be that support in the chat. Not everybody's supposed to have a page. And I think a lot of people don't understand it.
Right. I think people, they think it's easy to do, so they start a channel and be in the way. And that's where a lot of shit gets started. By them being in the way, having their channel, a lot of bullshit go down over there.
And it's okay to be in the chat. It's okay. I was talking with somebody yesterday, and we finna put together some, you know what I'm saying, some awards to people who are chat stars. You know what I'm saying? People who are stars in the chat. Runner up right now, well, leading the race right now is Juicebox. Juicebox is one of those. Juicebox is a chat star. She loves being in the chat. She loves being that support. She loves, you know what I'm saying? She loves it being there working. That's, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I said. Like, some people aren't meant to have a channel. And so some people are, some people need to be okay with that. But yeah, Juicebox get honorary chat star.
So when you see where it started, what you created and what it became now, when you sit back and look, man, how do you feel?
I feel good, man. Oh, wait, no, wait. say that again.
Like how you know how it started, what it started off being. And like we were just saying, all the channels, all the bullshit be going on. How that make you feel?
Sometimes I feel like it's crazy, but I also feel like some people ask for what they get. Some people ask for it. Some people pick and pick and pick and pick, thinking that that's what they want. And then when they get it, you know what I'm saying? It's on them. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Let me ask you another question. The doxing. When did the doxing come in?
I started doxing. I started that. But you know what? I never doxed a subscriber. I never doxed anybody I met in the chat. I never doxed a subscriber. I doxed Ratchet TV. I doxed I put that Roosevelt work out there. Niggas who know MHB, Mr. Brisby, all of those shit, that come from me. I put that work in. You know what I'm saying? And I did SCO. Now, I didn't mean to do SCO. I really didn't mean to do SCO. So one night I was finishing Ratchet, getting that Ratchet TV and doxing him, and somebody from SCO's camp just sent me his information. And then I was just, like I said, at that time I was out of control. I didn't have control. I didn't have control over what I was doing. So, you know what I'm saying? I would just do anything. So I threw SCO in there, and so yeah, I started that.
I remember that. So what made you want to do that?
Because niggas was doxing me. I got doxed too. I got doxed. Niggas called my dad on live stream. You know, called my family, was harassing them, calling my dad all at work on the live stream. Like, I've been doxed too. So you know, that's just how the game was going, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's just how it was.
So when that started, all the bullshit going on, at any time did you ever say, like, man, this shit getting out of hand? Or was it, I know once a person crosses lines, it ain't no coming back. But sometimes, like, man, shit, like, damn, man, this shit getting out of hand. So you just got to go with the flow. Like you said, somebody doxed you, so I'm going to dox you back.
I don't think it ever got out of hand. with us because we had a limit.
Right.
You know, we weren't getting involved. Yeah, we might dox you. Yeah, I might dox you and tell everybody your name and shit. But you know, that's just about where it stops. You know, we're not, you know what I'm saying, we're not trying to fuck your life up, get involved with your personal life and stuff like that. And that's something that I see people doing now. You know, they're really going at people. You know, they're calling CPS, calling police, you know, calling your job, trying to catch you doing something to send it in, and just a bunch of weird stuff that we weren't doing. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
we was just
crazy.
talking trash.
So seeing how things is now, I know one time you had told me it was your schedule, but seeing how things is now and how disarray it is that one of the things that kind of discouraged you from like coming back full time?
Nah, for me it's just finding that inspiration again. It's me finding my voice again. Uh right now, I'm on a hell of a run right now. Um with me really just getting it off. Um Man, for a minute there, I was kind of discouraged because it's like no matter what I done or no matter what I do, it wasn't gonna be enough. It wasn't gonna be enough for the amount of hate that would go against it. So no matter what I would do, you know, I'd be over there popping in my groove, trying to get it going. And man, you know, here would come the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? People just saying things and doing things that they know would affect me. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So I'm gonna give you an example. No matter what I'm doing or talking about on the panel, you know, you'd have people coming there saying stupid shit like, "Why you hating on South Dallas?" Um, uh, People coming there doing dumb shit like, "Boy, you didn't fell off." Um, uh, Polar, you don't sound like this. You know what I'm saying? Just a bunch of weird shit. And
Right.
at that time, I was just like, man, um, no matter what I come on here and say and do right now, the hate is just too much. And the hate was just too much for me to stay on track. So I had to take a second and fall back and kind of let that hate cloud move a little bit over. You know, I you know, go go fuck with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas go have a powwow. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go destroy each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying? And I'm gonna walk a little bit slower. I'm gonna walk a little bit. We still going the same direction, but I'm gonna walk a little bit slower. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me bend down and tie my shoe for a second and let y'all just keep going. And maybe you'll forget about me a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe because if I'm not on here, you gotta find a new target. If I'm not on here, you gotta go make new enemies. You gotta find a new target. So you know, I think those are the things that played the most into me coming back. But you know, I think it was the best thing for me because it gave me some time to hone in on my skill. And man, I sound amazing right now. I can't fucking believe how deep I'm digging on these last couple lives and really just getting it off, man.
Yeah, you're definitely back like you never left. If ain't nobody already got it, somebody delete that most hated Justin comment. So where do you think the hate came from? Come from?
Shit, the hate is the love.
Hate
I
is
used to
the
have a saying
love.
called "the hate is the love," and you know, I would encourage, I would encourage niggas to get it off. You know what I'm saying? Say whatever the fuck you want to say. Go harder. Trash each other. But I don't know, man. It just got, you know, it just it got toxic. It got toxic quick, man.
It definitely got toxic. It's hella crazy now. Um, I want to address the kind of like the elephant in the room that everybody seem to be stuck on. This is your story. You know what I'm saying? The battle you had with MHB, is that what ran you off?
No. So what ran me off? All right, so I'll get that story straight for you. So, this page right here that's on the screen, the T3 the polar bear page at that time, we were on that channel. So I was on that channel when I was going at Ratchet, MHB, and saying subscribers were throwing the smart topics around and shit like that. That was on the polar bear page. Now, one night, I think I was hitting 15,000 followers or something. We were over there trashing MHB. I was live streaming his live stream, and reacting to it live, like right there on the spot, reacting to his whole. I think we would press pause and let about a couple minutes go, and I would react to it live. But we were over there trashing him one night when I hit like 15K, and the live got flagged down because you can't live stream somebody's live stream. We didn't know that then. So that channel ended up getting demonetized. And I couldn't post. I might have been able to post shit, but I know for sure it got demonetized. Like it got shut down in some kind of way. So I started the second channel, the Polar Gang USA channel. And I told everybody to come over there. And I built that, you know what I'm saying? We started rocking on that channel for like a year. So the shit with MHB happened. I just couldn't use this channel no more. And I went to the other channel. But it was so many trolls and so many people coming at me for MHB because they thought he was some, you know what I'm saying, some big powerful motherfucker back then that, he had a bunch of flying monkeys and crash dummies doing dumb shit. So I just decided to stay over there on that Polar Gang USA channel because this the Polar Bear channel was where, my War in Dallas and all that shit was. But what ran me off? Well, I won't say what ran me.
I didn't mean run you off, made you fall back. My bad. I didn't mean ran you off. I just
so what made me fall back was I was really bad on drugs at that time. I had a really nasty drug habit. I would pop pills all day long. And eventually I decided that I didn't want to do that shit no more. I didn't want to be peeled out all day, screaming my head off on the computer. So I ended up moving from where I was living. I was living in Cincinnati, and I upped and moved to change my life, honestly. That was about 2 years ago. And when I made that move and cut the drugs out, it was very hard to get into that space.
Because YouTube probably was like kind of a trigger for you, wasn't it? I mean, associated with the drug use.
Right.
Yeah.
So it went hand in hand. So when one of them was taken away, it kind of made it hard. You know what I'm saying? It kind of made it hard to have that, that spark of energy, or, that fucking creative juice flowing once once you take that away. So that's what really made me fall back, because I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't, I couldn't dig down in there like that. I couldn't do it because, I changed my life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. That's why I say it's related. The YouTube was the trigger. That's what you associated with your drug. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Drug use, because that's when you be high. That's what you be on YouTube. So YouTube would make you think about that. I understand perfectly. Well, it just really was about time, and it wasn't that. That just happened to happen at the time that you was ready to fall back and get yourself together. You know.
And so that's what made me take that break, you know, because I just couldn't dig down in there. And I damn sure wasn't finna let niggas body me.
Right. I got a comment for you. They say, how do you plan to appeal to the black and beef sector? You can't grow without them. You can't get real growth without them.
Shit, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing. I've been seeing growth off what I'm doing right now. So I
Right.
don't know. You
I
know,
think
you
it's
tell
way,
me.
yeah,
You
it's
tell
way
me.
more out there than just the black and beef sector.
You know, simply the intellect. You tell me what I should do. You know what I'm saying? Give me some advice. I don't got it figured out. I don't know.
I see what he's saying, but I'm trying to reach outside of that. It's more than just the black beef, Mo3 sector. It's way more shit out there than that. So another person, Cam. Because Cam, they saying Cam is one of the originators of the Mo3 Austin Troll, Mo3 Troll beef sector. So where did Cam come in at?
And you know what? I talked about Cam last night on my live. Um, you know, that whole story with him is over there, honestly. Um, but he came, yeah, he came in the same way, trying to scratch on the panels and stuff like that, trying to eat. But you know, he want to start his own panel. So you know, I put it together with him, you know what I'm saying, gave him the green light, gave him the go. And when it was time, when he was ready to go live, I made sure he had a full house. And you know, it's just been that since then.
Right. Yeah, I listened to that last night. Y'all go over there and check that out. I just didn't want nobody to feel like I left them out because it was 'cause like I said, people don't know the backstory. And it's some key players' name that's in that backstory. Your name, Mahaya's name, Cam's name, Ratchet name, Skull name, so player name. And then like you said, MHB, but he really wasn't part of the Mo3 sector. So I just want nobody to feel like I left him out. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Well, you've been popping back out lately. So what's your plans?
I ain't got no plan, man. We just rocking. You know, we back in that pocket. We back in a we back in that confident we're we're back in that confident bag. So you know, we really picked ourselves up, put the pieces back together. And you know, but I really don't have a plan. I'm just back to the old polar. You know, we going in, man.
Right, I heard you say one time it all depends on how the people supported you, depending on if you was gonna keep doing it. So how do you feel like the support is now? Because you've been doing some numbers lately.
It's always been good. Support's always been good for me, and the support would it'd probably be way more if, you know, if I show more consistency, you know. But I mean, you got to be in the right headspace. You got to be in the right headspace first before you can do anything. So, you know, if my head ain't in the right place, then, you know what I'm saying, you probably won't hear me.
Right. And then going through all the bullshit, the falling back, the beef, and how do it make you feel for the ones who just stayed down? Because you still got some loyal supporters, man.
Mm-hmm. I love everybody. Yeah, I got loyal people. I mean, I got a unique crowd. I got a unique crowd that, you know, it's always gonna be there for me. They're always gonna be there for me. So I don't know. I mean, I don't really feel a way about nobody, nothing like that. You
Right.
know,
So I see you hit my head's panel the other night. Um, so the beefs, the beefs, I even call them beefs, the disagreements that's going on. Um, can they ever come to an end? I'm not saying it's still going on, but like, boom, it ain't no thing. You don't mention me, I don't mention you, because it's like it's always been some shots thrown from one way or other.
I think things can be talked out. But you know what, Hankin? I'm gonna be honest, man. Things could be talked out, but these guys know that they can't put. So these people know that they had these bloggers that we could make up. You know, they would rather hide me than talk to me about it. You know, they would rather hide me because that they would rather me not be seen than to talk about it. Because if they talk about it with me and the shit is on the same page, I'm gonna blow up. I'm
Right.
gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My shit, if all those situations was mended and put back together, I would go all the way up. And those guys really don't, you know, I don't really think they want that. So, you know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
just you know what I'm saying? I think it's all just fluff, you know. I don't think it'll ever be worked out.
Well, how make you? I'm about to let you go. I ain't gonna keep you too long. I just want you to tell your story. I think people got it. You know what I'm saying? I just got a couple more questions. So how it make you feel when people say not even when people say, even when you see when they say they took Polar's lingo, they took the Polar blueprint. 'Cause I even got some Polar blueprint in my plan. I ain't gonna lie, some in here.
No, I don't mind. I don't care about that. I think that's a good thing, man. Yeah, it means I've done something okay. I don't get jealous about that type of stuff. I think the only time I got mad or even had an issue with anything, it was when MHB made his whole tagline, "Let's talk about it." You know, everything, you know what I'm saying? He would do his shows and let's talk about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? To that whole crowd, like that just wasn't my shit.
Right.
Like he just ain't taking, you know what I'm saying, my whole thing that I do. I think it's the only time I ever got like to where I was like, damn. But everybody else, you know what I'm saying? They're doing their stuff, but them niggas know when I get to blacking out that they can't mess with me. So that's the reasons why they like, you know what I'm saying? They rather just keep the fake beef going because, you know what I'm saying, it fuels their crowd. But you know what I'm saying? If we make up, they know, you know what I'm saying, they know it's over with. And you know what I'm saying? When I black out and stuff, I mean, it's, you know, they can't fool with me.
Do it make
They
you want to
can't
go?
go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you. It's gonna be a two question. Do you feel like you get the credit you deserve, or more hate? I think it's more hate.
Mm, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think, you know, I think I get speculation. You know, I wouldn't call it hate. I think I get a lot of speculation. It's where people are just wondering, you know what I'm saying? Or just curious to see where it'll go or what it's gonna do. But I don't think I don't think I have a lot of haters. Like it's a nigga last night who you know, he told me I got about 6 months left before I'm, you know what I'm saying, before I'm done on the platform and stuff like that. You know, those are haters. But everybody else who just have an opinion or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't really call them haters and stuff. Because they ain't, you know what I'm saying? They're silly.
Well, the main thing I think we got out of this, you got a chance to tell your story. You said you don't have you say you ain't got a problem with nobody. That's good. Um,
Mm-mm.
right now, sitting back in the cut, watching. I know you say you don't watch people. You don't really watch too many. Um, let's talk. Let's address. This is gonna be the last one. They talk about the Mo 3 sector forefathers. Do you think it is any forefathers, or you think it was a collective effort?
I don't know because Sko was getting a lot of good interviews. Um, MHB, yeah, I put MHB up there. Um, and I put I don't know. I mean, I think just me and MHB really. I mean, Duke covered stuff, but Duke was just on there talking. He wasn't really. I don't think he was doing much, but I would put me and MHB up there, Sko, Ratchet, because they were getting all them good interviews, feeding the streets.
In
Um,
the street.
I think we were the first ones really just putting in consistent work on it. So yeah,
That's what's up. And right now, who you think right now is really still hold it down?
I think Ratchet's doing really good. I think he's doing good. I saw him on there with academics. Uh, I'm actually kind of proud of Ratchet, what he's doing, because I know how we started. I know how all of us started. So to see him go from where we started to just even getting that look, he's got to be doing
Right.
something right. So I'm proud of him for that. Um, but Sko, I really don't pay attention to Sko because Sko pays for his interviews and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He's got one of them sponsored platforms. It ain't like he's just reeling it in off of his own work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's reeling them in based off who he can bring to the platform with the money. Uh, it, and MHB, I don't know because MHB's way off track. I don't even know what he's doing. He's over there losing his channel and fighting for monetization and I started seeing him do stuff that I felt was like beneath us. The names he was putting in the titles, the people he was making his targets and stuff like that. A lot of stuff he was doing, I felt like was beneath us. So as time went, he kept fucking with all them people. You know, um, I'm not surprised what's going on with him right now. I'm not
Yeah,
surprised.
I heard you ask somebody the other day what did they think about Ratchet being on academic. So I felt like even if it was a lie, shit, he made it work for him. Shit, he got there. You feel me?
Yeah, that's hot. That's hot. Um, I think. I mean, like I said, man, I'm happy for that dude for that. And what's up, Cardi K? I see you saying time is money. Nothing wrong with investing in your platform. That's true. We got you got different ways that you can come in the game. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got different ways, but based on how your channel's structured, it puts you in different brackets from other people. So if your platform is, saying you buy cameras to do interviews, then your platform is different than somebody who's just gonna grab a notepad, scribble a couple things down, and then press live stream and make that shit into a movie.
Right.
Turn that shit into a whole conversation. It's two different things, and that's okay. But we're not in the same bracket. You know, you would put Sko in a bracket of wanting to be somebody like Say Cheese or Vlad doing shit like that. Whereas for us, what I'm saying, we're more so tailored towards doing something like the Breakfast Club or doing something like, what I'm saying, the big time podcast do, to where, what I'm saying, you're just talking with each other. I hope that makes sense.
It do. Definitely do.
So, we're not hating on Sko. You know what I'm saying? He just in a different He's in a different bracket. Same thing with So Player. To me, he's in a different bracket. He's in a different bracket because if he was doing what he really wanted to do, he would be interviewing niggas at the studios. He would be going studio to studio, interviewing artists and doing that type of media. You know what I'm saying? He would be somebody like when you first started the video, whoever the nigga was recording Big Meech at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? He would rather be one of those type of guys. You know what I'm saying?
Right. This the last one. You said you spoke on it last night. You hit Mejia's panel. Um, Cam, you think you ever have a sit down with Cam? Or y'all supposed to have a sit down, or y'all got one coming up?
We ain't got one coming up, but I don't know because I really don't know what kind of. I would have to find out what he's done in the sector before we have a sit down. Because I heard that it's not, he done snaked a lot of people and crossed a lot of people who they thought he was their day one and shit like that. So I would have to see what I have to get a synopsis back from everybody and see, is he worthy to, come back? Because I heard he ran. I heard he ran off from from the originals. I think he ran out to another sector and doing stuff like that. So I don't know. I wouldn't. I I don't think I would give him my time, man. I don't think I would give him my time because every time I'm giving him my time, it's came back to bite me in my ass. He just does some kind of disloyal bullshit all the time. And I'm really just over it. I'm over Cam, man. I destroyed that nigga last night. Boy, hey, if y'all ain't seen that last 30 minutes of that live stream, last hour of that live stream, boy, you gonna fall out laughing. Your side's gonna hurt. Finishing that motherfucker. I crushed him. Finished him.
Basically, it's about now moving on, not even looking back, just going forward.
Yeah, man. I really just don't. I really don't have. I wouldn't waste my good energy on him. You know what I'm saying? He's a mark, man. We've been dealing. I'm sorry if that's your boy. I know he's got membership over here and stuff, but he's a mark, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a real mark. You know what I'm saying? Real soft, real, you know what I'm saying? Real bitchish. You know what I'm saying? He's just, I wouldn't waste my energy on him, man, besides trashing him.
You got anything that people should be looking for? Tell the people. You got anything to tell the people? You got any videos coming up? So you had the rainwater the other day.
Nah, we just going live Friday, talking about MHB and Mink, chopping it up about our what we're seeing with MHB because it looks like he might have lost it, man. Doing all that playing with all these people. You know what I'm saying? And now they done got stronger and got the ups on you and you bitching. So we on him Friday. I mean, it's really about it, man. So ain't nothing really to look out to.
Y'all heard it here. Y'all, for the people, the new people, some of the people missing some of the pieces. Y'all got some more of them here at Hankin TV with Polar Bear. Appreciate you for coming through.
All right.
I'll hit you up. I'll be hitting you up.
All right, man. Appreciate you for having me, man.
All right, good looking.
All right.
Yep. That was T3 the Polar Bear, man. Y'all slide through there. Check him out, hopefully, for a lot of the new people. I was there. I wasn't there from day one, but I popped in. I was one of the people. I had a channel, but I was just in the bushes watching. You know what I'm saying? Through the whole Ratchet and Skull situation when they was together, when they fell apart, when Ratchet had the broad over there, when they was beefing with Polar. I know it's a lot of other people out there that only been getting pieces of the story. So there go another part of the story for y'all, man. like I was telling y'all, eventually some names was gonna have to come out, but I was trying not to really. I really wanted him to get his story out, but unfortunately, some of them people are part of the story, so it had to be touched on. I want to thank everybody for coming through, man. Oh, shout out to Big Bear. Shout out to Big Bear and Kim the artist for the super chat. Shout out to Juice Box. Be down there working. She definitely is a chat superstar. If y'all haven't subscribed to my guy, Mr. Says Something, subscribe to him. We got we got the Hankin TV comedy night coming up. We got some real live professional comedians coming through. We don't know if we're gonna have them go against each other or if we're gonna call some trolls up and let them go back and forth. It's definitely gonna be a prize. And we also doing the authentic Yeezy slide or Jordan giveaway, man. So make sure y'all stay up with Hankin TV. I know it's a lot of people who came through here today who don't usually come through, who came through for the Polar interview. Man, slide through, man. We got a lot of stuff going on over here, man. We giving back. I got a fire interview coming up Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time with Butter Go Harder, a female artist from Detroit, but she resides in Dallas. She kind of stayed all over the world and in a few other states. She's gonna come through and bless us, an artist, brand ambassador, and actor. Also, if you're a content creator, artist, business or brand owner, hit me up. Let's do some promotions. Let's put some clips together. Let's get you up here. Let's do an interview. Let's turn the people on. Cause like I tell y'all, man, it ain't they ain't Alibaba Jordans. They ain't mirror. They authentic. That's why it's authentic. They got the tag and everything with them, man. We don't do that over here. Jordans ain't nothing but $200, man. You know what I'm saying? With them Yeezy slides ain't nothing but 100, 150. That ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? To get back to the people. But don't get me wrong. I know there's some people out there probably will give away some Alibaba Jordans, but not here. I'm just fucking with you. But yeah, man, y'all slide through, man, and mess with me, man. We going up. We definitely going up, man. I see my guy Cam was out there. He was part of the story. I couldn't miss his name. So player. So I tried to bring some of the pieces of the puzzle, man, for the new people just trying to provide content, man. There's a lot of bullshit going on out there. But like I say, man, it ain't about how many people watching. It's about who watching. All it takes is that one person, man. That's all it takes.
You hate on a nigga. I don't understand why you hate on me, nigga. We don't understand. Show love, nigga. It don't show nothing. It don't cost nothing to show a nigga love. I was doing this big money. Show a nigga some love, nigga. Wabbity dabbity. Niggas out here don't love me, nigga.
What people gotta really understand, nobody gotta support you, first of all. So I used to take that shit personal. I used to be like, damn, nobody's supporting me. Nobody's playing my records. Nobody's really rocking with me in the city like that. And then I realized it's not personal. You just gotta make somebody, you gotta make them a believer. If they don't believe you tomorrow, cool. Focus on who is rocking with you, and then you circle back and you come get them on the way back.
Man, this your boy Money Man Rado, man. You Hankin with Hankin TV, man. You know what it is, the biggest platform, man. They major.
What up, Brother Smack? Tell me something slick and make it stick. Man, you already know international best-selling author, the Ghetto Diamond, reality TV star, Queen Score. Asking for a friend, man. Stop playing with me. Host of Cigar Chats with Matt. But listen, I'm here to talk about Hankin. I'm gonna be on Hankin TV. I'm gonna be Hankin with Hankin. I'm telling you now, you do not want to miss the game. I'm gonna be dropping on Hankin TV. Cause we go on with supply and demand, turn over a profit consistently. See y'all soon.
Hello, beautiful people. My name is Kendra Rainey King, and I'm from Dallas, Texas. By the way, Pleasant Grove. I'm an author of 51 books, and I have written various movies as well. I'm a ghostwriter as well. I've written Knee Deep, which is my first movie, Curved Under the Mistletoe, Thicker the Berry, The Sweeter the Juice, and Distinguished Robbers. Those last two will be coming out very soon. And I'm Hankin with Hankin TV. Have a blessed day.
New year, new money, big blessings, same haters. It's all mine. Big mouth.
Crap. Hey man, this your boy Kimo Ginobili, Mr. Private Eye, the one-eyed bandit. Goddamn, I can't stand it. The walking gas station, man. And right now we on the highway, man. Y'all know I'm Hankin with Hankin TV, man. Crap. Straight like that.
How you whores doing today? I ain't want none. I just came to tell you I was back, bitch.
What's up? What's going on? What we doing? Huh? Is we condoning in this? Is this what y'all call gangster? What we doing?